5, 6, and 7 due up for the Wilmington Blue Rocks in the bottom of the fourth. Daniel S. Frawley Stadium on the Christiana River, the site for our South Atlantic League High A contest. The Greenville Drive, the Boston Red Sox High A Club, and the Wilmington Blue Rocks, affiliates of the Washington Nationals for the fourth season here at the High A level. Longtime affiliates of the Kansas City Royals, and even affiliates of the Red Sox for a couple of years, where Greenville has taken that title since 2007. Swing and a miss. Matt Romero Jr., the catcher, is in. And over top of the curveball from the Greenville starter, David Sandlin, who has pitched very soundly, Justin, through the first 3 innings. Romero this time can't catch up either. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he's done much better starting off this game than he did at home against Bowling Green. Again, he only got through 2 2/3, and now obviously he's in the through 3 innings of work, looking to make it 4 here if he can close out this inning. And he's up 0-2 in this count so far to Romero.
And we've got a pitch clock violation called against Sandlin. So in front 0-2, that moves the count now to 1-2. Matt Romero helped out a little bit. Now, Sandlin knows to work quickly, drops in a breaking ball just outside. Great take by Romero. Right on the black, but according to Travis Brewer, off the plate, 2-2. Sandlin, the righty, dealing to the left-handed hitting Romero, 2-2. Fastball upstairs, 3-2. Romero comes in. 4 for 20, but 2 of those 4 hits have left the yard. Pair of home runs to this point for Romero, who watches it miss low on 3-2. So Romero was behind 0-2, Justin, and that's where that pitch clock violation comes back to haunt Sandlin, as he ends up letting Romero off the hook with the walk.
Especially because he quick pitched the 1-2, and that was obviously the one that was dropped, and then he throws on the 2-2, he throws a fastball kind of out of aggression a little bit, and that one's too high, and then that one just outside. And now instead of it being a strikeout, you get a guy over at first with nobody down. Kind of something we saw in the inning where the drive did really well, where they battled. Caden Rose battled, Eduardo Lopez battled, and they came across on those errors. Something that could happen here with the Blue Rocks in this type of affair.
1-0 count now on Sammy Infante, the third baseman. And the 1-0 is outside. Slider from Sandlin off the plate, 2-0. And here comes the Greenville pitching coach and Bob Kipper out to the rubber, talking things over with Sandlin. Ronald Rosario also out from behind the plate for a conference here. 2-0 count on Infante, who walked his first time. Romero Jr. walking, getting the free pass here to open up the bottom of the fourth. The Blue Rocks third in the South Atlantic League coming into play in terms of bases on balls with 40 as a team.
Yeah, for the Wilmington Blue Rocks last season, he played 20 games, and he's played obviously 6 so far this year. Played 74 games with Fredericksburg, and he comes up in a big spot here with, obviously out of the talk, if he doesn't kind of find the rhythm here, Scanlon, it could be another walk and could be 2 people on with nobody out.
2-0. And Infante behind the fastball. And that's that classic mound visit, right? You know Bob Kipper went out there and just said, man, just rear back and throw it by him. And so Infante now still in front, 2-1 count. Romero off at first. There's a fastball. Infante watches it. Called strike, 2-2.
Yeah, you kind of touched on it. A lot of times baseball is not just a physical game. It's a mental. And a lot of times just those little conversation starters you have as a pitching coach with your pitcher, that can kind of alter the balance of his pitches, where his location might be off the prior 2 batters, but he says one thing to him and he finds the zone, and now instead of it being 2-0, it's now 3-2 with a possible chance to strike him out.
Payoff pitch, Sandlin to Infante. Infante turns on this one. A high, deep drive to left, and this one is gone. Sammy Infante leaves the yard. His first big fly here in 2024, and the Blue Rocks, just like that, have tied this game at 3.
Clearly, whatever Sandlin got told, he left one over top of the plate, and that turns into an easy tie 3-3. And again, we talked about that. A bat that started off 0-2 for Romero turns into a tied ball game, which is, again, both times that the drive and that the Blue Rocks have scored in bunches, it's because of those walks where they've been able to get out of those 0-2 counts and somehow get on base. When you can do that, it's realm of possibilities just increase for you, and that's kind of what we've seen here from the two clubs. And it's gonna be a tough fight. The pitchers have done a really good job, but when they've split up, that's kind of been the reason why it's 3-3.
We got to feel good for Sammy Infante, as we had no Pena in now, and he's in front 2-0. Pena, the switch hitting center fielder. Sandlin, the righty. On 2-0, fires in a fastball for a strike. Infante was the 13th ranked prospect, Justin, in the national system back in 2021 when he broke in. And really had kind of struggled to find any consistency. As here's a grounder to second. Campbell with the throw. Pena retired for out number 1.
Yeah, that time again, hit to the right side. You're seeing a lot of plays over to that second base bag where, again, as a lefty, he was able to get out of the box pretty well and kind of get test the throw all the way. And kind of when you can do that, it's a big spot to be in. And one down here for the drive in a big spot. And they see what they can do here. Scanlon could do try to get out of this inning.
Marcus Brown steps in, takes a strike. Big first out for Sandlin. As Brown waves and misses at the 0-1. Tried to hold his swing up. Could not. And now trails 0-2 here in this count. Sandlin. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Brown down swinging on 3 pitches. And that's the second out.
Yeah, third strikeout of the afternoon, should say of the night for Sandlin, and 3 different victims, White, Bossier, and now Marcus Brown. And he's done a good job battling against the kind of lower 7, 8, 9 part of the lineup. And the only person that's got on has been the guy who's coming into the box was his Thomas. That was that drop third strike, and he was the one run prior to this inning that scored.
Thomas pops this bunt up, and it gets back up and over the screen. Reaches pretty close up near us here in the press box, Justin, probably 2 or 3 rows from us. And a fan will collect that souvenir. So that bunt made it a long way, but not the way that Thomas wanted it to. Cuts on and misses at the 0-1, a slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, a lot of times you don't see bunts kind of go over the high netting, and that time it didn't. It was probably maybe a 5-foot bounce from getting into the booth where we are, and would have been a cool experience. But now for Brown, he's down 0-2 with 2 down.
Sandlin on 0-2, misses low. 1-2 on Thomas. Back to that Infante home run. Again, we're talking about his journey. In 2021, came up 37 games, had 3 homers in rookie ball. 2022, he had 17 home runs and a pretty nice year with the Fred Nats and Sindalay as Thomas takes a ball, and it's 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. It's a guy with a lot of potential, Sammy Infante. Just needs to find some consistency, hoping for that here in 2024, starting off in high A with the Blue Rocks. Thomas takes the fastball up and away, so he's battled back into this count. It's now full at 3-2. 2 down, bottom of the 4th. Infante tying the game here in the inning with the 2-run home run. 3 apiece. And now the payoff from Sandlin. Thomas gets a piece of it over towards the Wilmington dugout, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, good thing for Thomas to protect at all costs. That time, kind of a riser on the outside part of the plate. He just gets a piece of it, goes near the dugout to the right side, and has a chance to still reach on base here.
7th pitch of the at-bat, breaking ball inside, ball 4. So Thomas with an impressive at-bat. He's going to reach safely for the second time in as many plate appearances. Again, a drop third strike that he reached safely on last time. And now draws a 2-out walk, the second surrendered in the inning by Sandlin. He's now throws 76 pitches, Sandlin, as he'll deal to the leadoff hitter, Dalen Lyle. Lyle, first pitch swing in, a rope out towards right, charging and making the catch is Lopez. A hard hit ball by Lyle, but right at Lopez. And some more danger averted by David Sandlin and the drive. But the Blue Rocks tie this game. A 2-run homer by Sammy Infante, his first of the season. Makes it 3-all here in Wilmington. We go to the 5th on MILB.TV, the Bowie Live app, and on RowanRadio.com, Channel 2.